Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RC Pilots Lounge. This is episode number 57. First show down here in the new spot. Um, so glad to see you all. Could not wait for tonight. Share this out on Facebook. Thank you, MCSSI Housewarmer. Appreciate that. Share this out on Facebook. Tell your friends. This is going to be a good one. Paige, thank you for that. It looks great. By the way, I'm going to walk, but just right out of the gate, I want to thank Mitchell Farley for 3D printing me some stuff and sending it to me. My volume is low. Okay. Thanks, Dennis. Is it still low? Yeah. Let me fix it. How about now, homeboy? I can hear myself thinking about paying attention. So you need a sec. I need more than me is what I need, Eric Rogers, but I appreciate that. So I've got them strapped together, but because Mitchell made me parachute crates for the EC 1500, the cargo plane. And I didn't get to use them today. We did take that plane out, and we already had Woody with the parachute, and thank you, man, wow. Woody with the parachute and cameras and all that kind of stuff. It's a long day. There's a lot to tell. But anyway, Mitchell Farley, thank you so much for these crates. They look really good. You're not going to see them really well from here. I got a wide shot on everything because I want you to see these planes tonight. But follow me on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. You know the deal. And I'll take some, and Facebook. The Hugo, what's up? Say hi to you. I see you, man. RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group and on Instagram. Papa Boozer, good to see you. And then he also printed me off 4 of these. These are covers for your servo arms for like the Marlin. Again, I'll take a detailed shot. Mitchell Farley printed these off for me. If you guys want to get some of those, him and his dad are all over social. So reach out to Mitchell if you're interested in these. They look like high quality, good print to me, and the crates are super cool. So we ran out of time and daylight today. It's starting to get dark early now, which stinks. But I'm going to start with we'll get to these beauties in a minute. By the way, they were fantastic, and we got great video of them today. These are the brand new Arrows RC 1100 millimeter aircraft that just dropped on the website today. And I got mine yesterday. I'm going to actually put the link right here in the chat. And it's also in the description, and you guys can check that out later. If you're on mobile, stay here. Go check it out later because you'll lose me. If you're on a desktop, you can minimize it and still listen. So we'll talk about these planes in a minute because I just want to start with the beginning of the day. First of all, so glad to be here down in the basement. I told you that black stuff was going away, and I'm so glad. Arrows RC in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, give loads of emojis to Arrows RC. They are here in the chat with us tonight. Bill Shepard, Grossman, Eric Rogers, Phoneboy RC, Mrs. Lori Boozer, Bill Shepard, what is going on? Kevin Farros, Eric Quinn RC, Barry G, Jeff's Custom RC, Dave Kowishki, and Terry, what is happening? Anthony Sanfilippo. You guys are the best, and here we are. I want to get into these Arrows RC planes in a minute because this story won't be too long. So we're in a new house. You guys who know me for a little bit, I do a lot of, we get into these places and I do some remodeling, do some fixing up. This is the second weekend in the place. The baby's 2, nap time, can't bang on the house anymore. I bought Rafi a Hobby Zone Sport Cub S. Raven Rock Aviation, good to see you here. Keith Christie, Victor Shamulus, all you guys blowing up for Arrows RC, loads of emojis. Thanks for that. Ask him any questions, guys, and we'll get into these planes in a minute. I actually got the Hobby Zone Sport Cub S from Hobby Zone as well. I like to get all my e-flite and FMS stuff from them also, and use my links to get there if you'd like, or just go to hobbyzone.com. Living the dream, absolutely. The Fireman, good to see you. So we got the Hobby Zone S, whatever, Sport Cub. my kid is jacked. We got it just yesterday as well. And Tim, good to see you. Well, long story short, I flew the first flight and handed it to him, and he was kind of, he really needs some sunglasses because looking up, the sky's kind of bright, all that good stuff. So the second flight, I'm like, Rafe, you got this, man. I put it in beginner mode, and we're out in the grass field, so he doesn't have to worry about taking it off. I was like, Rafe, I'm going to launch it. You'll be fine. So I show him what's what and let him wiggle it and see it and tell him what it does, all the axis. It's great to finally have enough time to spend with him on these planes. It's surprising that it's not happened already. Anyway, so I hand launched it. He flew it amazing. He was listening to me. He's getting far away. He'd make his turn and then chill and go across the field, and then turn and then chill. And he got out a little ways away, and I was like, he was wanting to hand it to me a few times, and I was like, no, you got it. And he'd recover and he'd get it. And then one time he got it far, kinda, and he wanted me to take it. And I was like, no, you got it, because I could still see what was happening. I was like, turn it and then chill, and it'll come at us. Chill means basically it's going to fly straight. I already had it trimmed out and all that good stuff. You guys know what happened, right? We were out of signal. We lost that stupid thing. And he felt so bad, but I was like, dude, it's okay. It was like, Daddy let you get it out. It was my fault. So, because I wouldn't take it from him. And then when I took it, it was already gone. So my wife will not let me show the kids. They're too little. So I have it on video, actually, and I'm very proud of myself because I was very well behaved when we lost it. But hey, Dave's RC, what's up? You really didn't miss nothing. The first 7 minutes is me getting recombobulated because my secretary quit. So my secretary's an idiot. That's me. So production assistant is more, modern and fresh language, I suppose. So anyway, we looked all over. It was just stuck in a turn. It would not come out of the turn, just at a spiral turn. And the wind's carrying it as well, and it's gone. So I'm gonna get him a new one. I guess I'll get the range is not very good on those ready to flies, but he's already got the radio, so I think I'll just get the plug and play one or whatever. Anyway, so we lost Rafe's plane. We were out there flying the EC 1500 then later, and the wind was perfect. We had Woody dropping out of a parachute, cameras on him, cameras in the plane. You can get that plane at Hobby Zone as well. All that stuff, awesome. Parachutes. I got a chase plane watching. Bobby Committa's out there flying. Captain Mike's not there today, so I've got Bobby Committa doing chase work. He's flying the Cessna 150. I've got the EC 1500. We're dropping Woody. And he's drifting back over to us just like we want him to. We plan it that way for the winds. We dropped him one time, and son of a gun, it went straight down. So it's in it. You guys will never believe it. It's in the exact same tree that the B-24's went in. You guys, I paid like $150 in a bucket truck to get that B-24 out. This thing, I threw enough rocks at it that I got it low enough. I get a pole saw, telescopic, take the saw off, and I'll be able to get Woody back. I really mostly want that parachute. It's silk. And the camera, because Woody had a camera strapped to him for weight. Anyway, that was that. And then it's time to play with these guys. So got them yesterday, built them up. Very easy to build. I started filming the assembly on the Cessna. It's late. And I did not film the assembly I didn't finish the assembly on the Cessna or the Cub, but we're going to do a good overview. All right. I got to tell you, these things go together like every other 1400 millimeter warbird that you can imagine. There's pros and cons, okay? First of all, I'm so glad you're all here. This show is the best. I can't wait to talk about these things flying. But when I'm building this thing, assembling these, just a couple little things that if I were king for a day, I would change. But again, none of it a deal breaker. You're not going to really be able to see it from here. But so 2 screws for the wing, and it keys in up here, no problem. You glue on the tail, the rudder and the horizontal, no problem. These are 1100 millimeter airplanes. They take a 2S 1300. I know that's a strange bird for a lot of you guys, but they're super inexpensive to get. And it's a JST connector, and the good folks at Arrows RC and Hobby Zone are working on sourcing some of those batteries and adapters even as we speak. So let's go with the cons first. Very simply, bottom feeder aircraft, when you have your antenna in here, they glue in. The bottom feeder, it's okay. It's just not my favorite. The thing goes together really easily, and the manual really doesn't leave any mysteries. But like I said, when I say that it's like a miniature 1400, I mean, look at this. You've got access to your, I know this isn't the best. We'll do an overview. This is just the podcast style. But you can get to your rudder servo there, which is going to do your nose steering as well, which is super responsive, by the way. So you can, what I do is just dumb down the expo. I still want the throw, but I really put the expo down low, and we'll tell you about that stuff in the video. We shot video today. I got the maiden flight plus another on this baby, and I got a maiden flight that you thought I've flown it 1,000,000 times on this one. And it, dudes, I go into these things wanting to be like really objective, and I don't want you to ever think I'm just trying to push these, but they're fun. We had a blast with these, and I really can't wait to take them back out and let Bobby try them, because it's going to be sweet. So, cons. Okay. A plane that's at 1100, it takes a JST 1300. Again, I think 1000 would fit. You're really kind of on your own for how you decide to affix the battery with Velcro or jam it in, and then jab some stuff in there to hold it still. So not a huge fan of the bottom feeder. And then these clips, like body clips for like RC cars, they're overkill strong for the plane. Even the Prometheus had 90-degree bends, like control rod or some kind of metal. There's just a 90-degree, goes in the hole, and then lays across here, and you just scotch tape it. That's it. So what I did on these, since they're so hardcore and rigid, I spread them apart just a little bit before I put them in, just to help me out. That's it. That's it on the cons. Again, the manual is really good. The one thing I didn't see in the manual, though, is that a flap to elevator mix. And you guys hear me talk about that a lot on these planes. And for the most part, it's because I've got enough experience with these things to know I've flown a bunch of Skytrainer 182s. And every time you drop the flaps, by the way, this thing has flaps. It's like $140. It's got flaps, man. It's awesome. So every Cessna 182 that I know, when you put the flaps down, the nose comes up considerably. Well, the same thing is to be said on this, and I knew it from the get-go. So I mixed in with my half flaps 11% down elevator, and with my full flaps 22% down elevator, and that sounds crazy. And 2-second deployment, I did 100% high rate aileron, elevator, rudder, 20% expo, except 35% on the rudder to tame it a little. Low rate 70%, the same 20% all around. I ended up flying in high rate most of the time. But this thing, Bobby could have swore I had a gyro in it. I'm not kidding you. It flew so stable and so good, and like every other Cessna in various sizes that I've flown, from the big 150 to the FMS Skytrainer 182 that's like 55 inches. This little son of a gun Flew just like them. And with the mix on my flaps, see, I remember having the Skytrainer from FMS, and I'd hit the flaps, and the nose would go up considerably. So you'd have to fly it super slow, so that wouldn't happen. Everybody says, well, you're going too fast if the nose pitches up. Well, it's also a thing with certain airframes, they do things. So it's a known issue for me, so I've mixed it in, like I said, ahead of time. Spot on. Spot on. And you guys know me, I default to nose heavy for the first flights. So 1300 2S all the way forward in the bottom there, and it flew really good. But I ran out of elevator trim at first. I didn't have enough. So I can see where the battery really wants to be right under that cheese grater, bottom door. And I also think this plane would do, again, fantastically well with 1,000 milliamp 2S packs. So wait till you see the videos on this. We'll do some more too, but the maiden and the other flight was a lot of fun. So really good. We went 5 minutes and we're about 3.7, almost 3.8 on the Cessna. And then I flew this like a sport Cub and got like the same 5 minutes, and I was at 3.7s. It was time to come down. So I know I've said a whole lot. Before we jump in on the Cub, anybody have any questions on this little Cessna Skytrainer 182, brand new to hobbyzone.com, Arrows RC? Any questions on this baby? I'll catch up on the comments. Captain Photon ordered the F5. Everybody's talking amongst themselves. I love it. Just Fly at 74. Captain Mike is never on these shows. This is show number 57. He's been on like 4 of them. This is how it is. And Bobby Commit is at the casino, so he might come by later. We'll see. Who's your committed guy? 57 weeks in a row. Who's here with you? Who's here with you in the comment section answering your questions? Who's here on social? Pilot Ryan. Ethan RC, great question. 2S power, I'm flying it stock. I don't know how it can handle. I don't know yet about 3S. Kevin Ferris, what do you mean? Yes, Ryan, can my wife handle it? Dennis Farley, the 2S power was just right. I was telling Bobby while we were doing the video, I can't wait for you to see it. I just got to smack it up and edit it. It's done. Fred Barron RC, those are some sweet looking planes, he says to Arrows RC. They are. Wait till you see them fly. I really, it's so awesome doing this job I do, right? So it flew really good. I mean, it's not a speed demon on 2S, but if you want to do inverted and rolls and stuff like that, it'll do it. You need to increase your throw mechanically on the rudder if you want to knife edge and hold it, and I tried that stuff. But it's capable. But I really think this is the these planes. So everybody wants to know if they're beginner planes. It depends. It's kind of a yes or no to me. I think the price point makes them easy to get into, low pucker, right? But it's kind of scale-ish, you know what I mean? So I think these planes are perfect for the guy who's already, let's say you cut your teeth on micros and some other really beginnerish stuff, pusher prop or whatever, I don't know, and you're working it out and you want to move up into some scale stuff, man, either one of these is a great choice for that. You're like graduating from micros, beginnerish planes with the the technology, beginner, intermediate, the safe stuff, progressive safe, whatever, and you're ready to take the training wheels off, go for it. This thing flies so smooth it doesn't need stabilization. Now, I think it would be awesome with some if it was windy and you still wanted to fly it. I think this is an awesome bird because I can fit a handful of them in the car and I don't have to go all the way out to the flying field to fly it. So I think these serve a place for the intermediate to the advanced guy who's got a spot to fly these things. The Cub is super sporty. Everything I just said applies to the Cub as well, except of course it's a tail dragger. So I think it's a good, like, hey, I'm thinking about getting into warbirds a little bit. I want a tail dragger that's not a micro. I want some pucker, but I don't want like I don't want a bunch of training wheels. You know what I mean? So the Cub, and again, these things don't weigh so much that they're not going to get beat up too bad if you prang them, but they also are made to look good. So the better something looks, the more scale fidelity there is on the aircraft. Usually the easier it can be damaged to a slight degree versus just complete utility. They know beginner, like Depron deli tray tail, you know, dude, this Cub. So I know I'm not looking at the comments, dude, but Chris Munson, appreciate you, man. You're the man to do this every week, and I look forward to this every week. So do I. The Marlins are awesome, and they're in, guys. Dave's RC, what's up, brother? How's life treating you other than RC stuff? Fine, as long as I get time to RC. I'm telling you, this was the first time out today since I've been in the new house. After flying today, it was the first time I've come back to this place afterwards. But, dudes, look at the Facebook post. You can see, let me move the prop. Look at the engine detailing. There's rivets around the cockpit glass. It's all plastic. There's a window on top. Look at that paint scheme when you're flying it. Can you imagine that looking at you? Dude, it was so fun. So on this one, it's a bottom feeder as well. And then there's a hatch right here. I took it off though because I put my, I put a gyro in here with the stabilized Admiral. I had one. And so I put it here, but I didn't make concessions for it to be in here and shut the lid. So that's why that's off. But I was actually a little spooked about it, you know, because it's a nice little bird. And I'm like, it's so funny, guys. You think Pilot Ryan's above reproach, but it's like I get nervous too. And the big ones never make me nervous. It's the little ones. I crash more beginner planes or fly them away like today than big ones ever. But check out the flying wires on the tail. Can you see that? Look at that. The horizontal and the vertical's got those flying wires up and down. I didn't even look at the manual to build this one until I was done just to make sure I did it right. You know? Super nice. And on this one, I flew the Cub second. So I knew I liked the 100% rates on the Cessna. So I didn't even put low rates on this one. I just stayed at 100% the whole time. And it was super dope. Super dope. So, what have I missed? Marlin came yesterday and surprisingly it handled an Admiral 3600 pushed all the way back. Man, it's got room for it. Try a 2200 or something light and you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. Because I always default to nose heavy. So I did my first flights on the Marlin. You can see the videos on this channel if you haven't already. I did my first flights with heavy packs, and then at the end of the day, we were out of batteries, so I went for the 2200s, and I couldn't believe it. It got even better. Yes, GB Linden, dope. 100% rates and 50% expo all day long. 50 expo on the rudder, right? Too much expo anywhere else. Papa Boozer selling all my smaller warbirds going to 1700 6S power. Hey, it's too soon to say things like that. You just about sold me on a Dora the other day. Hey, any questions about these planes, let me know, man. I can't wait for y'all to see the video. Dave's RC last night, keeping it real. Dude had been at it all day long with a gasser, and had just had it. Arrows RC wants me to tell you the price of these things. It's $139, but I think there's a special, like a coupon right now. And these aren't pre-order, they're here now. So tell me if I'm wrong, Arrows, but they're $139, and I believe there's a discount option as well to save what I consider substantial. Lots more on tap, ladies and gentlemen, from Arrows RC. I'd like to thank them for providing these models for us here at the community, and working with me on everything we've been doing on the back end. I'm going to get my phone. Hold on a minute now. Let's see. I'm going to look right now. Hobbyzone.com. Let me go through Pilot Ryan's link. Let's see. Yep. That's right, Dave Kowicki. Thank you for that. $139, $20 off. So they're $119 right now, and I'm sure that's not for long. Dave's RC, you're not talking to me, right? I'm like, for legit, like you just hit me with a case of Whoop Juice real sauce last night. $119.99, go triple time. Other than the Tossin Boss Birds, great price for so much fun. Guys, I'm not pulling your leg. Like, I really go into this objectively, and me and Bobby had a really good time, and we're super impressed with these little dudes. I mean, I knew it when I was building them, but it was the flight character I was kind of worried about, because they're small, but they're not heavy, but they're not feather light either, like a micro. So it's like, how are these going to go? And the motors are substantial on these things, so they feel really good and balanced, like before you put in the battery. That's why they're able to have the battery basically on the CG. Both of these have bottom feeders, like right under the CG. Dennis says, thanks for letting us see these first, Dan. Our Arrows RC is the best. Dennis Farley, thank you for that. Don Willman, good to see you here. These are super great for the money, Park Flyer. Fred Barron says he saw some, your Chinese liaison must have turned you on to some other videos of more Arrows RC planes coming. Yeah. Raven Rock, I would say that these are not grass planes unless you're on super well, short and well manicured. Being 2S also, the grunt you might need to get up and out, it's just they're not that. Yeah, this is as good as we're going to see them right here until I get an overview done. We kind of were showing them a little bit earlier, the best I can. These ship to Canada easily, says Arrows RC. Yeah, you gotta love the big birds, but I'm telling you what, these are a little surprise sometimes. And think about it. You know, any of you guys who went for the Tossin Boss, you're at 120 and you get nice landing gear. And this could easily be modified too. You could add lights and all that good stuff to these as well. Wait till you see these things fly. The videos will be out this week of this first day with these. The maiden flight on both of these was fantastic. And there's some okay pictures on, decent just for now, little teaser pictures on the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group right now. Yes, Bill, throw them both in the car and fly. And these packs are super inexpensive. Yeah, what's your grass like, Raven Rock? Rhino, good to see you. Mary Boozer, you're right. These are plug and play, Mitchell Farley. So they come with everything except the receiver and the radio. So plug and play. And if you go to hobbyzone.com and you look at the new releases, you'll see it there. And the link to get there is right here, as well as in the description. Bookmark that link, and that lets them know where you came from. Okay? And we also earn a small commission on this channel for that as well. What's up, Wing It? Flying Ant. What is going on, man? Long time no hear from. How are you? We're talking about some sweetheart little 1100s right now. And we had quite a day. We're sitting here in the new house. You know what's hilarious about all this hi-fi equipment that's in the house? I don't know how to use it at all. Mary Boozer says, Arrows RC, I heard a rumor all new Arrows planes ship with a MyPillow from the great state of Minnesota. Just Wing It says hello to everybody. Fantastic. Plug and play. Let's get it done. I really almost want to hop off the stream so I can edit up these videos, man. We had a good time with these. So be looking out. If you're not, if you haven't turned on notifications on this channel, think about doing that, because I don't want you to miss it. Yeah, Mike, that's all still good. Yes. Dennis Farley says hello to Anthony. Just Wing It says hello to everybody. 2 miles from Arrows RC is MyPillow, so maybe they'll throw it in the same box. You never know. Flying Ant says Jeff's Custom RC. He loved seeing your latest videos. And Prince used to live pretty close as well. Yeah, Just Wing It. That's a good comparison. The Park Zone Archer, I think these are a little bit more substantial, but man, for sure these are nice. Mike Kennedy, wait till you see the Cub, dude. The maiden flight, if I didn't tell you it was a maiden, you'd have never thought it was. It was dialed in. It was awesome. And all I had to do was trim the Cessna a little bit, and it was dialed in too. Super fun planes. Right now they're on special. You can get them for $119, which is sick. So, guys, what do you think of this new space? Everybody's got a new space these days, right, Wesley? I haven't done anything with this one except put the table down here. But it looks pretty slick. I'll figure out how to use this movie projector stuff one of these days. I'll probably have to have somebody help me. Yeah, you guys see my Havoc video? What do you think about that? Brad Mullins, that's cool, man. That's cool. Stand by. You know, you never know what's coming. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I feel like a Cessna is like the Mustang of general aviation. Like, one time in your life, you have to have a Cessna. You just do. Because you'll be surprised by how it flies. And if you think you're a good tail dragger pilot, some guys learned on tail draggers. If you think you're a good tail dragger pilot and you don't think the Cessna is all that, fly one and try to land it. Especially if you're a dead sticker. Because you'll realize you're not as good as you thought you were, and that's kind of fun. Like, I remember when I first flew the FMS one, I was like, what in the world? I can't quit bouncing this thing. What am I doing wrong? You know? And me and Mike worked it out, and finally, you know, I got it figured out. Yeah, I mean, you got to fly them in all the way. Anytime I try to dead stick one, no matter what size it is, no matter how good the approach looks, it's just always bouncy. I mean, if you can dead stick it in and keep the speed so there's something to, you know, bleed off, then fine. But you got to fly these in, and you'll see. It was sweet. It was sweet today. And I showed a couple dead stick approaches, and they were the bouncy ones. And then flying it in, though, it was a ball. We had some one-wheel stuff going, too. It was a good time. And isn't that what it's all about? Like every now and then you fly, we spend some good money on these things. And it's spooky. And they're big and they're fast and they're awesome. But man, I tell you, sometimes it is nice just to chill. And especially if you've been flying bigger stuff, or you guys who are into the jet world now, and you step back to where you started, man, you're a master. You're an ace of the base. You can really have some fun with this stuff and throw them around like, almost in a silly way, like you'd never have done it when you were learning. You ought to see the snap roll. I think I did 2 or 3 of them when I snapped this Cub today. It was sick. Did I ever go out and get a new Havoc? Nope. I'm waiting until they're back in stock at hobbyzone.com right here, where you can find the Arrows RC line of aircraft that we're doing. Hey, you guys who are getting Marlins, let us know what's up with that. How are they going for you? I know what I thought about ours, and I told y'all, but what are you guys getting them in the air yet? You guys got them this week. It's a short week because the holiday and stuff like that. Kevin Farrows asks me this. Ryan, which do you like better, the Havoc or the Futura? That's a tough call, and a lot of guys ask me that in the comment section. Here's the answer for me, the Havoc, because I'm not done with it yet. The Futura, I got done with it, figured it out, felt pretty, you know what I'm saying? The Havoc, I'm like, I lost it on flight number 2, and I was feeling pretty good. So I wanna shake one down again. So I'm kind of leaning on the Havoc, but you can save some money and get the Futura for sure. They're both fantastic. I still think the Avani is awesome. You know what I mean? Arrows RC, Mary Boozer's getting, I think he's going to do a review on Kevin Farrow's Marlin. It'll be, I think it's showing up relatively soon. So we'll see Mary Boozer hit the Marlin up, which will be great. Any of you other guys? Oh, Kevin, you're still waiting on yours? Awesome. I can't wait to see you guys get them. I think you're going to love it. I want to get it. Mike has ours. I want to get another one and belly land it and put these scoops on here for the servos. Again, Mitchell Farley made some 3D printed servo arm covers, so you're not going to snag them in the grass, which is really cool. If you can't figure out how to get a hold of Mitchell, get a hold of me and I'll make it happen. He actually was showing me some of his early designs on these, and they were awesome, but I had to make them a little bit wider just for some more gluing surface. These things don't weigh anything, and they'll keep your servos out of harm's way for belly landing on the grass. He also 3D printed me these awesome wooden crates. I love it. Yeah, Dan just remembered he only shipped them this week. That's why he's not seeing reviews yet. Love it. Just Fly It 74. You have, yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Arrows RC is a good addition for the RC market. I think it's super exciting. Some of you guys know Hobby Zone has been doing this out of Minnesota for 25 years. And it's so cool to see them have their own line of stuff to bring to market. It's just the coolest. Kevin Farrows asks me, what was the biggest fort cell you put in the Marlin? 3000s. But there's a guy who put in a 36. I was completely ready to try a 36 and a 4000, but it did so bloody good on the 3000, and I ran out of those packs, and then I put a 2200 in it, and I was like, even better. Even better. So you can fit 3600s in there, but Kevin, man, you're gonna love. Do what's right for you on your battery requirements. I mean, if you've got a capacity for needing 3000s and 2500s and stuff, then use those. If you don't mind buying some packs, though, the 2200 will kill you. It's just awesome. And of course, XT60. Mary Boozer says he'll let it slide that you forgot shipping time, Arrows. If you can ship me the next Arrows planes out faster. As long as I get them first, it's fine. As long as nobody goes and scours the internet for Chinese early leaks of releases, we'll be good. Isn't that the worst? Always loved Hobby Zone. Had their Corvallis. Just a great little plane. We were overwhelmed when that container came in Tuesday, and we had 3 days to get it shipped out. Whoa, thanks, man. Awesome to chill in the lounge, always. HTC, is it Vive? Gameplay videos, man. Always good to see you, and thanks for coming over. Appreciate the support. Weather here sucks today. Nice to be able to chill in the lounge, without a doubt, man. Eric Rogers asks Dave RC, no bowling with the boss this week. Hey Jeff, Corvallis was fly zone, but we sold a ton, says Arrows RC. Yeah, that's right. Bill Shepard, thank you, man. So any of you guys, I know, so be honest with me. Pilot Ryan RC Network does need a Boozer collaboration, and we'll talk about that later, because there's, look, I'm in Indiana. Let's wait till it sucks here, and then we'll figure out getting me to Florida or something. Timothy Touton, Jeff's Custom RC, Mary Boozer, yes, Boozer collaboration. Is the FMS Viper 70mm a good EDF first flight jet? It's just as good as the e-flite Viper minus the technology in the receiver. Do you know what I'm saying? They're identical. Kevin Farrows, thanks, man. Appreciate that so much. You guys are the greatest. Dave's RC says she's sleeping. So Eric Quinn RC, you don't fly Spectrum, do you? Is that why you're asking? I don't know where you get your FMS stuff, but you can get it at Hobby Zone as well. They've got it. e-flite, FMS, Arrows RC. There's some new Volantex models that are pretty promising looking as well on the website. Absolutely. Yes, Dave. Let's hop in your 182 and go to Florida when it gets cold here. It sounds fantastic. Let's do it. I have a real nice barn available. Yes, Kevin. You guys, I'm telling you, I'll take it. Build it and they will come. I am they. Let's do it. Guniak says he's going to have to get another Bearcat. Guniak, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, is one of the modelers who's putting out his own afterburner. If you're on Facebook at all or you watch videos, Guniak's RC, Guniak 33, I suppose is the name of your YouTube channel. You can see his afterburners in action. We should be showing one off in a little while. I gave it to Captain Mike, so we'll see. Dave's RC, chilling. Man, what'd you guys fly today? Did anybody get out? Anybody get out? The first time to get out from being at the new house, I was over the moon about it. Over the moon. Mary Boozer's cashing checks, making sound effects. Yeah, Boozer. We need to collaborate. with arrows as well. Yep. We can do a release in Florida. Get me down to Florida with you. We'll make it a big deal. We'll release it on this channel and your channel. We'll just shoot a weekend full of videos. You see that, Boozer? They haven't forgot you. Things take time. Boozer's a little bit new to the party. Things take a minute. You know, this thing with Arrows RC and me didn't happen overnight. It was months in the making. Months in the making. Oh my goodness, Fred Barron RC. I want to fly one of those so bad. Finally got to made my FMS F7F Tiger Cat. Awesome. I love the idea of one battery in there. And they need to send me that Tiger Cat as well. What, they're at version 2? What's up with that? I will check my email right now. Frank Coburn, looking at that MiG-17. What do you think? I think it's awesome if you want a MiG-17, but be ready to fiddle with it. Bill Shepard, man. Thanks. What do you mean, let's try again? Did you try that earlier or something? Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. Dude, appreciate that. You guys are the best. Yeah, me and Bobby are, we didn't have Mike today. We didn't have Mike. He didn't, you got to answer the phone if you want in on it. So, me and Bobby Committa went out today, and Bobby's got a camera that he knows how to work, and it's all right, but it's not the camera. So I've been saving up, and y'all getting me close. I'm super close to popping on a crazy nice one. So me and Bobby both can use it, because you guys, believe you me, this. You want me filming Bobby. I can't use the camera he has. I can't. There's no viewfinder. I can't do it. So, you guys believe me. You want me filming Bobby Committa flying these things too, because he's awesome, and it's super fun. So, let's go back to earlier today. So we were flying the EC-1500, and I kept trying to drop. The one thing about the EC-1500, it's a big plane, but when you open that cargo door, it's not very tall what you can fit in there. So I got like a Woody doll. It's like 18 inches or something. And he's like a rag doll, so you can fold him up. And I got a Mobius strapped to his chest, and I got one of those high start silk like parachutes, right? All bundled up and jammed in there, and I can't close the door all the way. So it's, I had a couple of failed attempts where it's just coming out before I'm even taking off. So one time, I was like, all right, Bobby, I'm done screwing around. I'm going full flaps. We're going to take off in a hurry. So I took off in a hurry. Nose got way high. I slammed it down, saved the plane. But Woody come flying out, and the parachute dropped probably 15 feet off the ground. Well, Bobby's coming, tearing right up behind me he's flying his Cessna 150, and that's a 6S bird. And he's got a big 3-bladed prop on it and stuff, and it's beat to heck because he flies it to death. So Woody pops out early. Dude's behind me. The parachute and Woody get all tangled up in the prop, and he wrecks his big Cessna. And that was awful. But the parachute and Woody was like 100% like okay. Mitchell Farley, what? Man, thanks. You guys, Mitchell's getting into 3D printing. You guys got a head for a design or an idea? Figure out talking to Mitchell. This dude is like spooky smart when it comes to that stuff. Red Lobster, what is that? Sounds really good. I've had a bag of peanuts today and Doritos, that's it. Kevin Farrows, what's the question? I missed it. Want to see it in person. What are we talking about, Kevin? Thanks so much, guys. Oh, I see. Want to see it in person. I got you, Kevin. I got you. You're talking about the EC 1500. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. We're going to do one more really. We've been collecting a bunch of B-roll on the EC 1500, and we're going to do like another like legit flight review, and I want to get Bobby flying it as well. And then I'm going to wrap it. That one's done. So I'm going to put out one where they provided that plane, Horizon, and I did a maiden flight like shakedown, and it was cool, but I want to give them a good review and wrap it. They'll be done with that one. And see if my kid wants it. If my kid doesn't want it, I'm going to liquidate it for camera money. Guniac, this little Cub, oh my gosh, dude. Wait till you see the video, Ray. It's dope. This is new. These are new releases. They just went on the website today. Pilot Ryan received them yesterday to announce these new products to the world right here on the little old Pilot Ryan show. So this is an 1100 millimeter. Let's just be real, man. It's like FMS Junior. This is like a 1400 millimeter plane shrunk down to 1100, but still built super solid. Look at this clear cockpit and window. It takes a 2S 1300 with JST. 5 minutes of like super good fun. It's a bottom feeder, not my favorite, but like rivets, scale fidelity just dripping off of it. 1100 millimeter size. These are only 119, Ray. 119. 139 is the price. $20 discount at hobbyzone.com. My link is in the description. Please use it. Thank you. But yeah, these are sweet. And same with the Cessna 182 over here, Skytrainer. I love the paint on this one. And I mean, I love the Skytrainer, but this one was definitely more aerobatic and so much fun. And watching it, look at this. Look at that. Imagine this baby up in the sky, right? That's your upline right there. On your upline, that's what you get. It's cool. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, the sky was just as blue, and there was never any doubt at what I was looking at when I was flying this thing. It was George Watts. Thanks, man. You guys, thank you so much. It's really a thing, man. 57 weeks? Are you kidding me? Like, this is a thing. You know what's hilarious is how I'm still no good at the tech part of it. I'm just not that guy. But I'll talk to you all day long about airplanes. That's my deal. So, tail draggers are a lot of fun. Ray Guniac, 119. Dude. And it's, I mean, I'm telling you. Now, this one doesn't have flaps, but the little Cessna does. This baby doesn't need flaps, though. And it's got the rivet detail and the engine cylinders sticking out, plastic cowling. It's really a lot of fun. It really is. And I can't wait for you guys to see the videos. We got some good videos today of the first few flights on both of these. And I'm just so proud to get it done because I just received them yesterday and built them burning the midnight oil last night. Let's see. Mojo 410, Captain Caveman. I flew mine into a stop sign pole that's in the outside the fence in the baseball park. What did I miss? Yeah, man. Arrows RC says we got bigger coming. I can't wait. And you'll hear it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Just Fly at 74. This show is international. That is very true. Why, it was just the other day I received a $5 donation from a Canadian. RC Madness San Leandro asks Guniac, does he balance fans? He balances fans like it's going out of style, RC Madness. This guy's got an ear for it. Even through your videos, he'll beat you up on your fans being out of balance. Right, Ray? No, Ray knows how to get them running tip-top for sure. Grossman says, good to hear, Arrows. Waiting for a 1400 to 1600 millimeter Bearcat. Maybe next week's a new announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Be watching on social, all right? I'll let you know. Guniac, I don't know when you popped in the stream tonight, but he says, got to get back to the fun small things again. I was just saying something kind of echoes that statement earlier, where a lot of us are riding the crest of innovation in the RC world because it's just fun. And so we're flying these jets. A lot of us are kind of new to jets. Many of us, I never would have been flying jets if it wasn't for electrics. So it's nice to, and man, the pucker factor is strong with those, you know what I mean? And the money is more and all that stuff. So when you get a step back and fly warbirds, prop planes, smaller stuff, lighter weighted stuff, even the big Carbon Z stuff flies like a little thing, you know, it's very light on the loading, and it's really fun to be able to grab one of these and just have complete authority over it. I feel like the micros, the wind still has too much authority, even if it's got the technology inside. Like our hobby, we did the Sport Cub S thing today, and it flew away on us, man. We couldn't get it back, the son of a gun. It wasn't that windy. So it's nice to fly something and show it who's boss, and it's capable, you know. So you're not going to hang these on the prop, but man, you want to have a good time. These are easy entry, and the batteries are inexpensive if you don't have them already. 2S JST 1000 1300 packs are not hard to get a hold of. Pilot Ryan, what's good? David Martin Graff, good to see you. What is the largest EDF you could push the envelope as a park flyer? That's a great question. So, park flyer, you need to be 64, I think. But it's really all about how light it is. Like, I won't fly any of my 90mm stuff at a school except the F-22 because it's so big and light and slow. It'll go so slow. 64mm stuff usually, I mean, it's smaller, but a lot of times they're fast and they need to go fast. So it depends on the airframe. I think if you had an F-22, you'd fly about whatever size you wanted to, if you knew what you were doing, especially the 64. And if there was a 70 option, you know, that would be okay. Guniac, they did fantastic for me on 2S. I mean, they're not speed demons, but watch the videos. They'll be out next week. I flew them both today. And guys will be getting theirs because these are in stock right now. It's great to do an announcement when they're here too, like this. I was completely fine with them on 2S. We ran to the hobby store and bought a 2S e-flite 1300 just because I wanted to have more than one battery to work with today. But we got it done, man. We got it done. Tim Toutant says, next Saturday I got to go fly with Pilot Ryan at his place. Yeah, man. Before we lose all the daylight there is. You know you're having fun when you have a transmitter in your hand and your head is cocked back 20%. Arrows RC says they are lighter and don't need 3S. Yeah, and the wires to the ESC, I mean, they're only 20 amp ESCs, am I right? So 3S, you're going to be heating things up more than you need to, you know? For sure, man. Take a breather, HTC, after flying EDFs, man, where you're pucker making diamonds. Guniac says, we flew these dang 80mm off a park path. Blows the ultra micros into the La Brea tar pit, says Bill Shepard. Yeah, absolutely. Dave, let me know when your shirt come in. Oh yeah, new shirts for Dave's RC, cool. You got one of mine, didn't you, Eric? Guniac dropping link to a video, check it out. GB Linden asks Tim if he lives by me. Yeah, up in Michigan. Eric Rogers says, later, everybody say goodbye to Eric Rogers with loads of emojis. 2S packs are cheap, like what, 10, 15 bucks, Guniac? Timothy Teuton says, a 4-hour drive. A 4-hour drive. Ethan RC, good to see you. Stock connectors are JST. Yes, sir, JST. We have our e-flite battery we're using was a 1300 that had EC2, and we had an EC2 to JST adapter. Derek Aquino, I just walked in. These are the Arrows R. He asks what model these are, guys. So let's tell him. These are the Arrows RC 1100 millimeter J3 Cub super sporty Aerobat little 2S 1100 millimeter bird. Fantastic flying thing. We got them yesterday. They just launched on the website today. You're hearing it here first. These little babies are only $119. They're $139 with a $20 off right now. It's crazy. Same with the Cessna 182. This son of a gun has flaps. So stay tuned right here, Coach, because Aquino, appreciate it. Derek Aquino, Coach, because we did some videos, dude. We did some videos today of these things, and I'll be getting them up over the next couple of days. So, and you can make the call yourself, because we had a ball with these little 2S babies. We really did. And you guys who fly in the colder climates but don't want to lose your mojo, man, these little babies, dude, these are what's up, man. You can fit a couple of them in the car. I had this one in on its nose right next to the big EC15, and they weren't even touching each other. Will they have a Cessna 185 tail dragger version? Guniak, that's a great question. Arrows RC might be able to answer that for you if they're still in the room. I know they like to get in and out sometimes. Good to see you, Derek Aquino. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Not my thing having batteries that only work in one plane. They look nice and should sell well, Jeff. Yeah, thank you for that. Jeff Toohey says, looks like Hobby King has the corner market on Turnigy batteries. Are they any good? I think they're the only ones that have Turnigy batteries. If you're overseas, that might be a great choice for you. Like, I prefer to go with stuff around here, which is like RC Jetworks. I've flown loads of the Motion Admirals with great success. And the smart batteries right now are pretty slick as well. The new smart batteries that are basically EC3 and EC5 connectors. Those are fantastic packs as well, with data pin integrated. It's real. They when they call them smart batteries, they're not kidding. But I'm sure you're paying for them okay too. What, I missed something about the hold your breath. GPS geofencing module, like an airliner autopilots at any time you pull the switch and it comes down and lands with either auto or manual landings. Warren Estep, why not do a Captain Mike and Pilot Ryan fun fly-in? I think we're gonna do it next year. Actually, we might do it. See, we go to Texas every year for a show that's not happening. So we may do something in Texas. We might even do something, working on something south. Derek Aquino wants to know any word on that Arrows P47 Thunderbolt. They're in stock now, and these are up to snuff. They look great. I still need to do one of those, man. They should be on now, Derek. And yep, they just came in and can take the 4S conversion, ball linkages. I think that one has lights as well. Racer wants to know, how does the 182 compare to the FMS Ranger? They're very, very similar. The Ranger, however, is a 3S bird, and it's also, this is made to look very scale. The Ranger is made to be look like this, but definitely made to be a model that's gonna, take some abuse and stuff, and it's gonna do better on grass. There's just a little bit more grunt. It's a 12. The Ranger is I have one. It's a 1200, and we did videos on it. Check it out right here on this channel. You ought to be able to get those as well right here from hobbyzone.com. The Ranger is a 1220 millimeter wingspan, and again 3S batteries. It also comes with floats, so it's a little bit different. It's bigger, and it's really built for grass ops. It's a little bit more utility. This is a perfect little scale Cessna 182, and they all fly good, whether it's the Micro or the Carbon Z. Cessna 182s fly fantastically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's a good one. It's a good one. What am I missing here? Those smart batteries are pretty spicy on the pricing, but props for the innovation for sure. Grossman says, actually, Neffy is subtitled as the Pilot Ryan Captain Mike Fun Fly-In. We did sponsor that last year, and Hobby Zone had some prizes in the raffle, raise money for the charity. So this channel right here contributed to the charity, as well as hobbyzone.com, which is super cool. I'm growing this thing where I'm gonna have to change the name or something. Let's see. Racer X 600RR Senior Ranger video made me buy one. Welcome to the dark side. How robust is the nose gear? You know what, man? It's an 1100, so it's probably a 3mm wire. I think it is, which is kind of standard on smaller stuff. The beauty is these things aren't very heavy, so you're not going to be, I'm going to do a better overview. I mean, this is just a live stream, me and the camera, so that's it. Grossman, no, they didn't come. So yeah, 3mm, it's clad in plastic, and it's, I'm certain, probably a 3mm, maybe 3 and some change strut in there, and it's not bent now. It comes bent already to give it the right angle and all that stuff. And then of course there's a collar that it goes in, flat spot's already there, all that good stuff. Nomad RC, good looking scale birds there, more interesting than the Ultra Micro line, which are smaller and cost more and extremely fragile. Michael Rajka, good to see you here. Yeah, the e-flite Cessna 150 is amazing. Eric Quinn, did your front wheel spring turn in the base in the Ranger? Yeah, a little bit. And you just you just turn it back. There's no problem. Ethan RC, you're gonna see a little bit of the assembly as B-roll, probably in an overview on these aircraft. There's only so many Saturdays in the week, so I wanted to really get them built and ready to fly for today, hopefully having had flown them before the show tonight. There's nothing better than having some experience under your belt with these things before you talk about them. So the book really is very well laid out on the assembly. There's no trick, so probably just an overview, Ethan. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that either. Dude, it's an Avanti. What I miss, we get thrown around fist bumps. Farmerman Rose says, check my channel out, hit the bell. Lots of videos being posted from the scale rally today. Ryan O, Fly Zone Beaver's larger than the Valiant for the same price if you have the space. Ha. Ray Guniak reminds me of the Nitroplanes deals back in the days when they had good prices and actual inventory. That's the beauty of this. They are not stuck with manufactured advertised pricing. So the good folks at Hobby Zone can do what they want and need to with these items to get them in our hands. And when that works, we all end up with more choices eventually. So it's good. It's good. Farmer Man says he's buying the MiG afterburner soon. Grossman, gotta sign off. Batteries are charged and ready to go tomorrow early in the AM before the wind gets up. Wind, whatever. Guniak, you out of here too? Deuces Wild, 100% agree. Arrows is putting out some pretty cool planes. Dennis Farley says goodnight to Grossman. Fred Barron still has to maiden his Arrows RC P47 and Bearcat and a lot more. Oh my goodness. I gotta do that P47. I think there's I think that's the only one I haven't done is a P47. I gotta do all the Arrow stuff. Christian RC, yeah, me and Ethan RC are doing the same. Please do, Baron. Oh, cool, you're not going anywhere. Awesome. Valiant is a dream, says Bill Shepard. A lot of people love that Valiant. I know Mary Boozer recommends it as early plane. A good one. Chillin'. Got you. Papa Boozer says you will like the Bearcat. Absolutely, 100%. David Martin Graff says these birds look like they have wider turn trajectories and wider bank angles. Well, because they're than a micro, yeah, if that's what we're talking about. I mean, you can turn a micro on a dime and it won't lose any altitude hardly. These things fly more real than that. I want to watch the videos too. I just made them. I can't wait to see them. Yeah, man, you gotta get with the wind. The wind is awesome. I mean, that's weird to say, but seriously, like, there's nothing better than sticking a crosswind landing, you know what I mean? When you see it coming in, like crabbing so hard, you know? We knew the wind was coming at us from the north today, and we were putting cameras all over the EC 1500, and Bobby was putting camera on the EC 1500 for me, and he almost put it on which side? Let's see, it was coming from the north, so shoulder down on the right. He almost put it on the left side of the plane, and I was like, no, man, put it on the right side, because I gotta, might as well put the weight, you know, let's screw up the lateral balance, you know, in my favor, because I gotta hold my shoulder down anyway when it's coming at me this way. So funny anyway. But winds, they make you a better pilot, and with gyros and stuff now, you know what, all you got to do is planes that you're worried about, leave them home, but the ones that can take the wind well, bring them. Michael Roshka asks a great question, and Fred Barron, thanks, man. Aha, love it. I got a question. I understand thank you, Fred. I understand dual rate and expo, but on a Spectrum radio, what are flight modes about, and how do you set them? I've not done them yet, but I know what they're for. So, Michael Roshka, here's the deal. I need to set up flight modes on, here's an example sentence. I need to set up flight modes on my Flightline P38 because when I tuck the landing gear up and there's no flaps on the plane at all, and I trim the plane out for hauling ass, it flies amazingly. The minute I put my flaps in, no matter what I do, there's always this crazy roll. So a flight mode would allow me to put, let's say I put my flaps in like a flight mode, where you mix them together and you're in flight mode, whatever, 1, 2, whatever they call it. I've never done it, but this is in concept what it is. So if I put my flaps in and I got this crazy roll without flight modes, and let's say I trim it out, so now with flaps on and gear down, everything is cool. Well, that's great until I put my flaps back up and I'm flying around again, cruising, and now I got to trim it back out. So flight modes allow me to let's say trim my flap configuration for flap configuration. It's kind of like on the fly mixing in a way. So you wouldn't do mixing on the fly, so it allows you to, right? So like in flight modes with my flaps down, I can trim it the way I want it, and then I can flip to holy crap, Fred, it's gonna take you a long time to do that at $2. You're the best. So you get what I'm saying, Michael Roshka? Give me a bunch of emojis if you get it. So I can trim out each configuration in these flight modes, which keep me from having to, and then it'll remember it. It keeps me from having to screw with it every time I switch back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I know our buddy Andrew Williams has done some really slick videos actually on flight modes in reference to his F-14, if I remember correctly. Got it. Cool, Michael. Yeah, I need to figure him out too, actually. It's a shame I don't have like a video on flight modes already, because I think it's actually a really good way to tame. I mean, they are foam, right? Sometimes you get a curly this or that, or the servos don't move exactly the same, especially when you got a servo that's reversed versus like regular. There's always seemed to be like a throw discrepancy. So flight modes do give you access to independent trims, as Stephen Stowe says. It's a very, very good way to put it. Very good way to put it. Thank you so much, you guys. Once I put the gear door back on my F5. You got the gear door off your F5 Gooniac, that front one, right? The big old air brake. Fred, I'm sorry that's not working for you. That's wild. Flight modes help with the yaw and roll issue on the F5. Yeah, Rashka. So when I trim for flaps, it can remember it and not undo my regular cruising trim. Flight modes. Aaron Marita. Dude, this Cub, thanks for coming by the way. This Cub is the Aeros RC 1100 millimeter scale Fidelis. I mean, this thing looks fantastic. We got video on it today. They're brand new to the market. Introductory offering, $139 with $20 off potential. So you go to hobbyzone.com. The links are in the chat, also in the description right here. And this Cub and Cessna 182 are both 1100 millimeters. They take a 2S 1300 with JST connector. I think you would be fine with a 1000 milliamp as well, but your flight time is going to suffer on that. But the planes have a good, sturdy, robust motor in them, where they feel balanced and ready to go in the hand already. So what's interesting about both of them is the bottom feeder is basically right on the CG on both of these. So the battery is just right where it ought to be, and they fly amazingly. I haven't done 1000s yet, but I could tell for certain that the Cessna would be fine on a 1000. Still don't have judgment out yet on the Cub. It was awesome with the 1300, but those batteries are easy to get. I know not everybody has them. A lot of us come from kind of the same pedigree of progression on airplanes, which is why I think we all hang out together and stuff. So there's a lot of you guys that probably don't have any JST batteries at all, but man, 10, 15 bucks a whack, you can get one of these packs. No sweat. Here's the link to our buddy Aaron who's asking. Boom. There you go. If you're on mobile, don't go anywhere, because if you click away, you'll be gone. But if you're on a desktop, you can minimize us and go check out the new releases over there. Reckham Roy checking in from Washington. Is that where you always are, or are you just on parade? Mike Kennedy, you've only got 1000s and 2S. You'll be okay. I think you'll be fine. I'll fly 1000 in this Cub and let y'all know what I think. But for sure, the Cessna's fine with 1000. I think this will be okay too. You know, I had such a payload in that EC 1500 today in the back. A camera in the compartment, a camera on the Woody doll with the parachute, and a camera on the tail. And I threw an extra 3000 4S battery on top of my regular battery just to get everything CG'd right. My EC 1500 was heavy today with all that stuff, because normally it's really not. That's where you live, Roy. Okay, cool. Unless you have YouTube Premium. Arrows RC says he saw adapters on Amazon for about $2 each. I know guys in the Amazon store, you can go through there and get those too. In the home page of this channel, let's actually see if I can do this. YouTube banner. I'm waiting for it. There it is. Awesome. And we'll move this over to here so I can point. That'll be hilarious. All right. Let's see. Okay. Can you see that right there? Let me get a little closer. Right there. Go to the home page of the YouTube channel and you can hit me on there's Patreon, Instagram, Amazon, Twitter, and Facebook. That was actually really hard to do. It kind of like backwards. So weird. I'm going back to this. That's the home page of the YouTube channel, and that's where you can find links to other stuff. So everybody says hi to Roy. The Land Shark, hold the Cessna in the camera. What specs did I miss? Jeff Toohey got your Corsair, he says to Arrows RC. Mitchell, you like that? Ah, that's crazy, Fred. Ah, that's wild. I don't get it. So here's the, man, I'll give you my PayPal, shoot. Here's the Cessna 182. It's a bottom feeder. It goes together really well. You got struts that help hold the wing. Both the wings bolt on, you know, so the same thing with the Cub. It's nice. It's nice. And we got video of it. And check out the website, right? And you can see more specs on this plane. It takes a 2S battery. It's got a 20 amp ESC. It's a JST connector. And that's what's up. I'm putting my PayPal address down, Fred. There it is. Hello, Mama Boozer, says Roy. So yeah, that's what's up with the Cessna. We're going to do an overview of it and show you. It went together so well. The book is right on the money. Kevin Farrow, see you later. Thanks for coming by. You guys know how to find me in Messenger, find me in YouTube, comment section. You guys look at the videos we make. If you don't look at the comment section, you're actually missing a whole lot more community, because there is a lot going on in the comment section of all your favorite dudes' YouTube channels, for sure. Man, I like the new house. I like the old house too, but this one's cool. And you know, the minute you start remodeling, it becomes yours too, just as easy. It takes like 20 times to really make a habit, you know? So we've not even been here 20 days yet. So another couple weeks and we'll feel pretty good. Kerboro Chapel Hill FPV. Looks like a good inside the cab FPV craft with head tracking and scale flying. That's what my Tundra of 4 years is lacking. Who makes the 182? These are both Arrows RC aircraft, available at hobbyzone.com. These have a great pedigree. You'll recognize some of the methods of construction. They are nice, solid little aircraft, and there's videos of other Arrows RC planes as well, builds, and you can see the fit and finish. Those same methods are going to present themselves in these aircraft as well, that you've seen in the Warbirds if you go check out the assembly videos we did. There's actually an Arrows RC Hobby Zone playlist right on this channel where you can see all the Hobby Zone Arrows RC aircraft that we've done. And I mean, these are $119 right now with a $20 off code. So get jumpy, Froggy. Thanks, Arrows RC and Ryan, for a great show. Got to fly tomorrow and get up early. See you all in the videos. Jeff's Custom RC is out of here. Say goodbye with loads of emojis to our friend Jeff's Custom RC. And if you've not checked out his channel, please do that. He's doing a good job over there, putting out some good quality value for us all. And you might learn something. He does a fantastic custom job on these planes. But yeah, this one, both of them have decent cockpits, but this one really takes the cake. The clear plastic on this one, I mean, it's not, it's better than really anything else I've ever seen, you know. And there's the window on the top as well. It's just cool. They fly so good, man. They fly great. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. We had a ball. I mean, I think you guys who know us, you know, we're flying jets and bigger planes and 6S power stuff, you know what I mean? And really everything. We love flying everything. But, man, when we fly these things and we have a good time, it really speaks volumes to the quality of its character and everything else that goes with that, you know, the build quality and those kinds of things. Because without that, it wouldn't be a good time, you know. It would be kind of jokey. But these are like really little treasures. Like, I was super happy with these today. Super happy with these. Brad BRC says, waiting on Real Flight 9 to install was hotter than a barbecue in Death Valley flying in Florida today. Oh, man. Dennis Farley says, Mitchell, you need that Cub. How many folks we got in here tonight, man? I don't get to see the number anymore. It's just kind of curious. Man, we're going on 2 hours already. Holy smokes. Mitchell Farley says, man, I think it will match my Marlin. As long as it doesn't match your lipstick, you'll be okay. Archer Aviation says, good evening. He's late. Brian Chambers says he likes the blue starburst better than the yellow starburst. I agree with that. Mary Boozer says, I feel you on the hot in Florida. They make great trunk planes. George Watts, absolutely. Wreckham Roy asked me if I've flown the Cub. Yes. And it was sick. It was awesome. If you didn't know, it's 70. Thank you. If 84, says Ray. Farmer Man, see you later. Yeah, man, I flew it today, and if I didn't tell you it was amazing, you never would have known it was. We had a ball with it right away. Out of these two 1100 millimeter little darlings, the Cub was the sportier one. Super fun. Dennis Farley says that was funny. Oh, yeah, I flew it and it was sick. It was so fun. It was awesome. Farmer Man has 5 videos uploading. Enjoy, because more to come tomorrow. Wow, Mike, did you just order 3 planes? Mike Kennedy just ordered 3 Arrows planes on the way to California right now. Papa Boozer says, great show, Ryan. Thanks, Arrows. Looking for more new birds. Absolutely. These are little darlings, and who knows, man, what's coming around the corner. Randy, Ruffines. What's Dave call you? Ruffins. Fred Barron. Whoa, there he is. Did you work it out? Look at that little guy. Woo, on the rocket ship. $50. Make it rain. Make it rain. Emojis for all of our contributors tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, everybody, for sponsoring the show and this crazy life of RC that we live. You know, everything else we do is just in between opportunities to fly these things. Last week, Mike. Okay, cool. Had to do the... I don't care what sticker you put on there, Fred. I love it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, this camera's gonna happen. It's a super duper spendy camera, but we're all worth it, you know. Oh man, you gonna have a good week, Mike? Yeah, awesome. Says Arrows RC says Mike's gonna have a good week. What did you get, Mike? What did you order? I should probably already know, but did you tell me? I forget. You ordered them this week. What'd you get? Look at all the emojis. Yeah, Randy, videos coming this week, man, on the Cessna and the Cub. I gotta be honest with you guys, man. A lot of you guys fly bigger stuff too. I was like, how's this gonna be? Because tail draggers can be ground loopy sometimes. I was like, man, 1100 millimeter Cub. How's that gonna be? I don't know. I won't take your wrench, man. My PayPal address is in the chat too, up in there earlier. I think there's a way also, link in the description. Anyway, yeah, I was a little bit worried about the 1100 millimeter Cub being like ground loopy or, you know, too sporty, but it was just right. Little Dave is tired and heading to bed. Good night, all. Good night to Dave Kowalski, ladies and gentlemen. You're a pleasure and a treasure. If that was coffee, you wouldn't kill it like that, would you? I don't know, maybe you would. Archer Aviation is getting ready for the bulldozer to come and add nearly 100 feet of runway at our private airfield. The love of jets and big fuel planes isn't going away. Might as well embrace it. I love it, yes. Dennis Farley says, good night, little Dave. Brian Campbell asks, will the Cub fly off grass? How do you get the $20 off? The Cub will fly off grass if it's like manicured putting green. I haven't tried it, but the wheels are awfully small. Now you could probably take them off and put some bigger ones on there, but I wouldn't go for heavy. I would go with, you know, Dave Brown's or something, not DeBros, something light. But I would say these guys, and even the little Marlin, the wheels are just small. We have to be realistic about this stuff. I mean, things that are big and hefty are built for that kind of stuff. I don't really think this is the one. The $20 off, it must be a coupon code on the website. So go to hobbyzone.com. Here's the link again. It's all up in here. There's the link again to get you there, and then also in the description. And you go there and you can look at it. It should be a coupon code, and you'll enter it in at checkout. Jeff Toohey asks me, may have missed it, but are you getting another Havoc? Yes, I want to. I want to, but I also more want to get a camera. So it's a tough one. I'm kind of waiting on one, but it may be a godsend. It's not in stock right now at my favorite place to get stuff, which is Hobby Zone. So yeah, you can put big tires on the Cub. You might have to model a little bit just to get, you know, you got some hubcap things to get off, and then you can get to these tires and put something on. But again, the beauty of these things is that they're nice and light. So exactly, Randy, your Dubro 3-inch on your Super Cub weigh a ton. Nomad RC, thank you for the Intel introductory special. Use coupon Arrows20 for $20 off in September 23rd. Or you can do it like this. Marlin takes off in under 100 feet of fabric runway, says Keith Christie. Absolutely, David Martin Graff. He appreciates everyone asking good inquiries and bringing the love of RC to the show with a good vibe in here. I'm telling you, we have the best guys, and anyone who's not gets run off. Carborough Chapel Hill FPV has been uploading like a gangster today. Killing it. Check him out. Let's give you a wrench, Gigi. You can drop your stuff in here. Let the market dictate. Let's see. Bam. You're a moderator. That's a hell of a price, man. That's not bad at all. Chapel Hill. Those little cubes, huh? $30. Fred Barron also got the maiden of the Freewing 1600mm bubble top as well. And thanks for all the views and the comments. Fantastic, man. You had success with that then. Wreckham Roy. Yes, we videoed the 182 and the Cub today, and they're going to be coming out soon, very soon. They were a lot of fun videos to make. They were a lot of fun. Raven Rock Aviation. Let's do this. Bam. There you go. I ain't afraid. So before Boozer leaves, because it's nighty night for him, what's your show tomorrow, Boozer? Don't forget, everybody, Boozer's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Don't forget. What are you up to, princess? Says Dennis. You're welcome, Dustin. You guys, man, there's a wealth of talent and good guys up in here, man. This is the best thing I could have ever done with my my channel was to start doing these things, man. These are where it's at. Boozer, what's your show tomorrow, man? Secret? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Unity Force. Hello. Hello there. Never seen you in here before. Thanks for coming by. You know what? I F104 unboxing and talking to Rich Baker about his 90mm after finishing his. That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, check out Mary Boozer's tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. He's going to unbox the Space Needle F104 and talk to Rich Baker, the guest he had last week, about, looks specifically like it's also about the 104. So check that out, 8 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow on the Mary Boozer RC YouTube channel. Ernesto, the only other Cub with a clear canopy is the old Fly Zone Select Scale Super Cub. This scheme is a whole lot nicer. I'm flying big scale gassers now, but Arrows RC is putting out fantastic models. Absolutely, and thank you for that. This is a little doll, man, with that clear. When the wing is off of it, this whole box up here, wing saddle and all, is this plastic part that goes down over half of the fuselage. Brian Chambers, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Guniak says the F104 is badass. So we'll see you tomorrow on the Boozers channel, man. I know that Wesley's been after a 104 since I first started talking to him. That's been a minute. So I'm glad for him to finally get one. And work it up. I think that's the only one that comes with its own gyro, right? Like a free wing gyro in it. That should tell us something, right? I don't know. I'd like to try one, but I'm afraid I'll put my eye out, you know? I'm afraid I might poke my eye out. I need them both. You did not mention that, but thank you. Oh, did I mention we have a Perma FPV track for quadcopters and are currently working on a large area for park and spec wing craft. I did not know that. Dennis Farley, appreciate that, man. He says, Dan, I really appreciate you calling me this week and getting my Marlin order straightened out. I appreciate that as well. Dennis Farley, I know you're out on a limb getting ready to try EDFs. I can't wait to hear how it goes for Dennis, ladies and gentlemen. He's off the fence, man. Got his first EDF and waiting for it, going to get it sorted and let us know how it goes. I see. Well, Fred Barron, man, check out Boozers tomorrow and listen to Rich because they'll have some strategies for success. Fred has to maiden his free wing. I always want to say Falk Wolf when I see FW. Free wing 90mm. I have to maiden my free wing 90mm F104, waiting on more input on flaps, elevator mix, and gyro. Say that 10 times real fast, or never again. He has to maiden his free wing 90mm F104, waiting on more input on flaps, elevator mix, and gyro. I think we'll get some good intel tomorrow on the Mary Boozer YouTube channel. The plane needs lots of respect, is what I'm gathering from Guniak. George Watts fixed the nose on his Avanti. Bounced one last week. I got you. Guniak says they'll bite you and the gyro is needed. Eric Quinn says, Arrows, thanks for making the evening possible. Eric Quinn, what are you doing without a wrench? Come on. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, man? Eric Quinn. Eric Quinn RC, proud owner of a blue wrench. I think about everybody in here's got one. George Watts, you want one? I'm not afraid. Arizona RC, I appreciate that. Gonna fly it like I stole it, Dennis Farley. Yes. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to fly with some of y'all again. Mike Kennedy, did I have a flat mix on the Marlin? I don't think so, and I'd have to if I didn't say it in the video, I didn't. I'll have to watch the video to remember it. I don't think I did though, because when I've flown other jets shaped the same way, I haven't needed one. So I don't think we did one, but I could be wrong. I'll have to watch the video. So my MiG-17, guys, it should be in the air again this week, and the weekend looking forward to taking it to Chatham Thunder Thrust. Hey, don't talk like that on here. In a couple of weeks and doing a Ream Aiden, and yeah. I'm happy for you, but I don't know what half of that means, I guess. Easy for you to say, Ryan. LOL, Fred. Dan, you get my money, Ryan, as well, happily. Bill Shepard. Hopefully it's not how to fix a microphone this week on the show, says Boozers. Would love one, George Watts. George Watts, we follow each other on Instagram as well, don't we? Bam. Actually, what I'm going to do right now, for those of you who are not yet following on Insta, I'm going to make me smaller for a minute so you can see my Instagram handle scrolling over here. Remaiden, that's what I missed. Arrows RC, thank you, man. Dave's RC, dude, I'm the Endurathon man. Are you kidding me? It's raining over here, and I'm not going anywhere. We're having fun. Guys are still popping in asking me if I've flown these things. I'm like, yeah, dude. Not only have I flown these things, but I've owned these things. I smacked them up, flipped them, and flew them down. Oh, yeah. And the videos are coming out next week. I'm super pumped about it. I'm super glad to be here. And then, can you see this? If you're not on Instagram, get on Instagram and follow at @the_Pilot Ryan on Instagram. On Instagram, follow at @the_Pilot Ryan on Instagram. Do that. Yes, do that. Frank, see you later. Good night. Going flying tomorrow. Have a good one. Keep the white side down. Yeah, man. Scared them, Ray. Mitchell Farley says later to Eric Quinn later. I see how it is, Eric. You get a blue wrench and then you leave. That's all you ever wanted from me. I'm so bummed. Carborough Chapel Hill FPV says he's going to give me a waterproof quadcopter so I can fly it in the rain and the wind. Somebody give him my address. No kidding, bro. You are a true soldier. You should have been a grunt like me. I am a grunt. You would have fit in without a doubt. No kidding. I worked with grunts. I was on an amphib, so we had lots of them. Hang a 51. What's up? Hang a 50, 51? You got 50 cent? Farmer Man dropping links, cashing checks, making sound effects. For example, here's a telephone ring. So Bobby Committed was acting like he might come over, but I don't think it's going to happen. Fred Barron says still 57 in the pimped out lit lounge. Gary Vaynerchuk texted me. Anybody know who that is? Would that be the craziest thing ever? I mean, he did, but it's like he texts everybody, so it's no big deal. Guniak just dropped his Instagram. Hit him up as well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Man, I wish I had someone else here because I'd run upstairs and get another refill, but that's all right. Man, 2 hours. What is that? Is Bobby here? Hey, he is. Hey, your ears must have been on fire, right? Test Pilot RC, ladies and gentlemen, that's Bobby Committa. What's up, everyone? Won't be able to stay long. Just want to say hi. He had some obligations today. He's actually a trooper, man. He was actually had something going on, but still came out to capture some footage with me. We hung out in the woods together, throwing rocks at a Woody doll parachute stuck in a tree. I'm 45. It's like kid stuff. It was awesome. Just the best. Just the best. All right, listen, we are approaching 2 hours. I do value your time. I hear dinner calling my name, which probably I just won't end up doing anyway. But I want to give you the last few minutes to any thoughts, any questions, let me know. Victor Shamulus, I got you. Still here, but busy. Appreciate it. You guys all know how to find me. If you're new to the stream, I'd like to know how you found the stream. You know, that'd be fun to know. Did it pop up in your suggested? Are you a subscriber? That kind of stuff. Let me know. Somebody just texted me, told me Eric Quinn's got to pay up for that wrench. He's not going to skate out of here that easy. $50 for wrenches, bitches. I'm sorry, I'm having fun. I'm getting too loose. Who was that? Oh, Dave. That's got to be Dave. Yeah. All right. Dave's a bad influence, man. I'm cussing. What? Dennis Farley says, that's what should have been on video. 2 guys chunking rock at a doll in the tree. What's crazy about that tree is it's the same one I flew the B-24 into. Son of a gun. And man, me and Bobby, I was seriously like finding rocks, throwing rocks. I hit it a couple times, and I got one rock to like land in the parachute, and it's like hanging, you know, like a golf ball in a sock or something, you know. It's like up in the tree. So I'll be able to get it out if I get a pole saw or something and go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Arrows RC, 2 hours. They can't possibly go another minute. They said thanks for another great show. They're signing out. I talk to these folks all the time. I know they just love the community here. I want you guys to all give a huge round of emoji applause. Goodbye, departure. Thanks for coming. Round of emojis right now in the live chat, please, for Arrows RC. We really appreciate them over here for seeing the value of a community that's nuts about this stuff and going with it, you know, grassroots like this. I'm honored. I think it's cool. I'm glad to do it. And I think there's just exciting things to come. We're all better together, you know? Mitchell Farley says, thanks for talking with us, Arrows. See you next time. Dave says, Arrows RC, thanks. 20-foot, 5-foot pole just for that reason. Had to use it today. Dave's RC, loads of emojis. Hanger 51, loads of emojis. Arrows RC, we love you. Brian Chambers, loads of them. Rick and Roy's talking about steak, which is making me salivate. Mike Kennedy, Keith Christie, George Watts, Farmer Monroe's. I love it. Good job, everybody. Jeff Toohey, Bill Shepard, Guniak, Reckham Roy. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. And then we got to wait another week to do this again. So by next week, you'll have seen these videos. I try to only do one a week because they still really gain a lot of traction for about a week. Dave's RC, pleasure and a treasure. See you next time. Mary Boozer show tomorrow. We're talking about the F-104. He's going to have Randy, thank you for that. He's going to have Rich Baker on again, who's got some experience with the F-104. And I know it's one of those planes that Wesley's been after for a long time, so he's super pumped. So the e-flite Havoc, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen that and you want to see a heller good crash, watch my second flight in that video. I crashed the bejeebies out of it, trying to something new. So thank you, George Watts. Dave says later, boozers. So man, the Havoc is pushing 7,000 views right now, and it went up Monday morning. So what happens when you release another one is you kind of lose steam. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to put out both of these things this week, okay? David Martin Graff asks if GB Linden is still here. Don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Good night. Dave's RC says, Dennis Farley, yeah, man, it's 11:03. I'm going to cut it. Last minute questions. Let me have it with a bunch of fire so I know. No risk, no rewards. Guniak, you're absolutely right. And Bobby Committa says, see y'all next week. Get out and fly until then. Farmer, out of here. See you later. Yeah, Guniak, dude. You know what? I had never tried that, and I probably knew better, but I went for it anyway. Like I on the back side of I never tried a loop where I did a roll on each like side of it, and then on the back side, I was already out of the power because I didn't want to be nose down with the throttle, buried. And I did that roll, and I was losing a lot of speed. And then I went for that one on the bottom anyway, and it killed me. It was my fault. So Mike has a Havoc that's in bad shape. But it broke clean. I mean, it popped like a balloon, kind of, Yeah, it's a pretty snappy little sport jet. I think it's a little heavy in the butt, but it's okay. I think that one... that one in the Futura both, I feel like the nose loaded up. So that's what it is. They're not all the same. Sleep like a bear, y'all. Good night, says David Martin Graff. Dude, and it's an Avani. Rainey Milton, thanks for coming by. Thank you for that. Great show again. That's it. We're going to do this thing. 11:05. Victor says he didn't know Rich flew the F-104 before. Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he's just got his assembled. I'm not sure exactly, but find out tomorrow on the next episode of the Mary Boozer RC YouTube channel. Guniak, see you later, man. Roy, that was a spectacular crash. It hurt my feelings. I like those emojis. Farmer man, those are sweet. Fred Barron, appreciate you. Man, look at those fires. Whoa. He has a store? Who, me? Yeah, man. So, hey, check it out. You want to see my store? Go to the home page of this YouTube channel. I'm going to show it one more time because it was actually pretty funny. So, let me see. Let me put myself here. I'll go here. So, this is the... So use the link at first of all, I'm going to put another link to Hobby Zone right here. So everything aircraft, everything RC airplane, go there. Everything else, go to Amazon. So you can see, let's see, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon store, my Instagram, and then Patreon, right? So if you click on Amazon, you'll go to my store, and you'll see a bunch of stuff. Cameras, airplanes, things to fix airplanes, all that kind of stuff. Well, the thing is, whatever you buy on Amazon, if you go through my link within the first 24 hours, earns commission for us and this channel, which is a cool thing. It's called influencer marketing. People with social media presence can earn, a little bit for their influence. So, yeah, man, check it out. So whether it's on the store or not, if you go through my Amazon link, it works. So like even though you don't see dog shampoo and like underwear on my store, like when people buy it, I still get, 20 cents. So if 1,000 people get, make 20 cents, do the math. That's pretty cool. So anyway, that's what's up with that. Yes, we have a store. We are. I've been at this for a long time. Actually, I worked for a company for 5 years, held it down, ran their social media, and then now we're back to our own fully independent selves. And so we're supplementing what we lost with passive income from being social media stars, to be honest with you. So yeah, check it out. When the people say use the links in the description, man, do it. Helps them. Jeff Toohey, appreciate that, man. It is a busy life for a dad of young kids. Pilot Ryan with the Moving All, thank you for your time. We all appreciate it. Thank you for your time, because without this, I would go nuts. Of course I love my family, man, and I love fixing the house up for them, and I'm blessed beyond belief, but I work hard, and I love this. I love that you all will hang out with us and do this thing, and I love flying airplanes, and then I by mistake fell in love with like this stuff. I still can't believe I edit video and do all this stuff, and I've learned all these things about social and marketing and yada yada, but man, it's working, and so I'll keep working too. So appreciate that. Dennis Farley says, good night before we get counted out. Farmer man, you said you were leaving a long time ago. Don't be counting me out, Holmes. Mike Kennedy buys all of his, as much as he can for his business through the store, which is really cool. He's got a business in California, and like he's buying hydraulic stuff, chains, shackles, ink cartridges, man. It's the whole deal. All right. You guys counting me down or making me mad? Quit it. You don't have to stay. Get out of here. It's like Tipper Gore, man. If you don't like Howard Stern, turn it off. Turn it off. All right. I ought to make you stay now, just 'cause. All right, then. Wreckham Roy, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, there's not a lot of crazy dudes who could sit here and rap with a comment section this long, and keep folks interested. Bill Shepard, appreciate you. All you guys, I'm telling you, so many of you guys who are new, stick around, because so many of us have seen each other's names for what feels like years at this point. All right. Yeah, Roy, come in earlier next time. I'm just teasing you. All right, then. I guess I'll kill it. It's been long enough. I've gone 3-hour show, Mitchell Farley. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me, you sons of guns. We end up having like 10 dudes in here after a while if we go that long. That's a long time. That's a long time. It's already been 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm waiting for somebody to cuss Mitchell out for even mentioning 3 hours. I think these guys can't click off if they wanted to at this point. Fred, see you later. All right, I'm going to roll. I hate to. Mike Kennedy says, stay, you stinker. I should order the pizza. Yo, dude, just bring it in the basement. If I go past 2 hours, I start getting on my phone and surfing and stuff. That's so funny. Carboro, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And that's how I feel about that stuff, right? Dennis Farley. That's how I feel about a Carboro. It's like, you look at these guys who have channels and stuff, and if you like them, you do what you do. It's a big deal right now with YouTube, man. They don't want you talking about that stuff on these streams or in the chat rooms. and everything. They just don't. So that sub for sub stuff, it's not good, and it'll hurt your channel if you say it a bunch and all that kind of stuff. Um, and here I've been on a couple. I actually have been on a Mitchell Farley. Oh, you stinker! I was on a show, an interview podcast show the other day. It's been a while now, and they were talking about, they talk to all kinds of different YouTubers. Um, and so they hadn't talked to anybody really like us. And I think I probably got a handful of subs from that show that were, they could give a rip about flying planes, and they don't come watch the videos. I don't care. I don't want them. I only want people I don't want anybody, I don't care about the numbers. I mean, it's cool, but I only want people who care about it truly. So whenever I go into one of those live streams and chat, I'm almost afraid to say anything because it becomes a thing where everybody wants you to check them out and stuff. It's like, man, that's cool that you like braid, horse hair tails, or I don't know, something weird. Make baskets. I don't know. It's just I'm not gonna if I'm not gonna go watch those videos, then I'm not gonna sub to you just to sub to you. It actually does you more harm than good anyway. So anyway, yeah, check out your boys and girls on this channel in the chat, and if you like them, you know what to do, man. Mitchell Farley, you little stinker, you bought time. Let's see. 10 minutes, $1 a minute. That's so funny. Is it bad to say check out Wreck-'em Roy's RC, guys? No, it's not. It's not. But you're fine, Roy. But don't say check me out, I'll check you out. You know what I mean? So I watch a lot of YouTube stuff, and a lot of it's not RC because I'm always trying to learn and improve. I treat this like a business, guys, a little bit. You know what I mean? I work hard at it, and it's just cool. It's easy. It's natural for me. It's real, but I work hard, and I'm a businessman in real life too. And before I worked for the family business, I worked for myself. So yeah, man, I'm a hustler, right? So anyhow, Brian Chambers, appreciate that. We're still here, thanks to Mitchell Farley. So when's the cutoff now? Yeah, dude, all RC for me. Yeah, I'm not worried about you. Man, you guys who have been in here for months, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not worried about you. You all behave really good. But I've been in a lot of streams where no one talks about that stuff because they'll get shut down. I actually, I by mistake, I watched a video today, and then all of a sudden another one popped up, and it was like a guy doing a live stream flying a flight simulator of like a real, jetliner or something. The dude apparently, the dude had his stream was dialed in, and I was like, good job, I said good job and like a bunch of fire emojis just so you'd see it, I was like, cool, like first time here, man, this is awesome, you know what I mean, just being nice. And man, he's got a robot, some AI technology that pings you if you drop a bunch of emojis. It didn't want you to. It's like, who cares? Like, I asked for them. I'm like, man, show it. That's how you cut through some of the other clutter a little bit. Is like throw some emojis around. Mary Boozer's back. You have a good nap? Shot. I just chugged a Mountain Dew. Get her done. Shelby does that from time to time. Yeah, man. We're here doing it, man. I can't believe it. 2 hours, 15 minutes. We're not doing 3 hours, dude. We're not doing, I'm not doing 3. I want to eat something. Son of a gun. It's, y'all think I'm kidding half the time. I don't look like I miss meals, but son of a gun. My wife only feeds the kids. And when I do get to eat, it's like little kid stuff. Man, I can tear it up. I don't want little kid stuff. I want, like, sustenance. Something had to die. Let's eat. You know. Cool. Chugged a Mountain Dew. I think I'm out of everything. Yep. I'm out of everything. Brian Chambers, I saw that earlier. Appreciate that. I think I said so. Thanks, man. Yeah, cool. That all helps. It's neat. It is fun, and I mean, just a little perspective. I don't know how many are here still, but it's like I spent years doing this, and it's like if you work this hard, it's like let's figure out how to sustain this thing, man. You know, it's cool. It is cool. Roy, quit it with the steak and potatoes, man. Remember, kids, if you're not crashing, you're not trying hard enough. McDonald's and Starbucks, says Dennis Farley. Yeah, I think Taco Bell's in my future. They're open late. I always say that, and I never go do it. I'll go get on my phone finally. Saturdays are crazy because I work, and now we're doing the house, and then I'll try to go get some flying done. Tomorrow it'll be social media team. Still 33 hanging. Awesome. Oh my word, you guys are great. So I am gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it for real. I'm gonna cut it. So I love you. Appreciate it. This is so fun. McRib. No way. I can't stand those things. The McRib. Let's be funny. Yeah. The McRib is the particle board of sandwiches. Right? If you invented the McRib, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but like I can't do it. Like I had a McRib once when I was a kid. Same with chicken nuggets. Like when I was a kid, chicken nuggets were new. Had a chicken nugget, bit into something funny, didn't have a chicken nugget for like 15 years after that. Like a McRib. I mean, Taco Bell, at least they grind it up so fine you don't know what it is. The McRib, same deal. I bit into something weird. It's like, what the hell? No, I'm not having one of these again. If you got to hide what you're selling me in a bunch of sauce, I'm nervous. Mary Boozer says it's been a year for the Boozer this month on his YouTube journey. Feels like yesterday I was just bothering you about starting a channel. That's awesome. Congratulations to you. You hooked up with a good bunch of dudes, man. And you're putting in the work, Boozer. That's the thing. I recognized that with you a long time ago. I mean, I love all these guys, right? But, man, Boozer putting in the work, man. So it's cool. I call them floor sweepings. That's the nicest way you could ever say it, I think, Mike Kennedy. So fun. Night hanger rats. It tastes... Yeah, I don't want one, but thanks. Carborough FPV. Let's say Chapel Hill. It's easier for me. Chapel Hill FPV says, nope, particle board has a useful reason for being around. Months and months and months, Victor says. Try them plain. Ugh. Hey, oh. You know what? I think one of these days I'll figure out how to like see you all too. because I in my head, every now and then I kind of see or think that y'all would be laughing where you're at. You know what I mean? Like out loud and stuff like that. I think it's fun. No matter. See, so this is what's up after hour two. We're talking about chicken nuggets and McRibs. Oh, my word. Yeah, we gotta go. All right. I love y'all. We'll do this thing. Warming it up. Late night brought out the McRib haters. Says Dennis Farley. So funny. You'd be hilarious if I stayed on till morning and Arrows opens up their computer and like, what? This dude's crazy. I'm never going to work with him again. Daykin17, what's up? So you guys who I've not, Nomad RC, have you been on the show before? You guys who I haven't seen before, how did you get here? Did it pop up in your suggested on, where are you a subscriber? Let me know. If you're not a subscriber, consider doing that. For sure. If you think you're going to watch, RC videos, otherwise kick sand. No, I'm kidding. No, don't subscribe if you're not going to do the thing. But if you like what you see here, it's more than just a live stream. Like, the live stream came way later after the beginning. I've been in RC media a long time. Flight reviews, assemblies, providing value to the community to help them have the best success possible. At least I show what works for us, me and Captain Mike and Bobby Committa, and then you can take that 2 cents and formulate it to your best strategy for success, because we want everybody to have a good time and keep coming back. All right. We're out here. I hate ending these things because I just have too much fun. Let's do it. We're out here in 5. Hanger rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. See you next time. Brian Chambers, it is cool being on the inside. I'm in the best position ever because I'm like smack dab in the middle between the business side and the what drives the business side. And I love it. I do good here. I love it. It's great for everybody, right? Was a suggestion from YouTube. Every now and then they pick right. Awesome. Thanks for that. Everybody's waiting for the countdown, right? So we do it every time, man, the same way. We're out here in 5. Hanger rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. And then I always hold up right here on what I should be saying next is stick a monkey pants, salute, and then end the stream. But I'm not gonna. So you new guys here, thanks for coming by. We do this every week, 9 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday nights. That's what's up. And we've got our buddy Dave's RC does a stream at 9 o'clock on Friday night, and Mary Boozer's RC right here does a stream on 8 o'clock. You're going to see a lot of the same guys. We have a good time. This thing is, the live streaming thing is kind of new to RC, but man, we are a tight-knit bunch, and it doesn't matter what you're into, man. If you can hang and you have fun, we'll see you next time, all right? So turn on your notifications so you don't forget all that good stuff. Thanks for answering me back on that. I'm always curious because I'm a guy who cares about what algorithms do. Stick a monkey pants is. Be looking out for the videos on these. We filmed it today. It's awesome. Oh my gosh, Hanger 51, you've been here for a minute. You guys, Fred Katz. All right, Mitchell, you keep your money in your pocket. I'm out. Love you. See y'all. Stick 'em. 36. Fred, I know it's hard to go. See you next time. Instagram, Messenger. You guys know where to find me. Comment sections. I'm there. Later.